Hello everyone, I am Dr. Govinda Pal from Bhavya Institution of Technology. Today I am discussing about the status of farm mechanizations. So come to the first, what is the mechanization? Mechanization is the mechanical manipulations of soil for produce very good seed bed. So mechanization is viewed as a package of technology ensure time, timely field operation to increase productivity, reduce crop losses, and improve quality of agro produces. So, increase the productivity of land and other input more effectively, increase labor productivity using labor saving and drudgery, reducing device. The mechanization technology is thus dynamic and location specifics. So we cannot use the machineries, big machineries in everywhere. We has to be come in the consideration that the machineries, the requirement of the machineries is as depend on the demand of the locality. Okay, so going to next slide, the measure of mechanizations. The measure of mechanizations is defined as the total available power per energy input per hectare. So it is completely basis on the availability on hectare of land. So ratio, or it is a ratio of the mechanical power or energy over total farm power or energy human, animal and the mechanical. So it is the power. It is available, the energy available from the human, animal, and the mechanicals. Because these three components are very important to carry out any any work in agricultural land. Come to next slide. The main objective of farm mechanizations, it's ensure the timeliness of each operations and higher field capacity and field effective efficiencies and increase land uses, reduce drudgery because farmers are working long times in agricultural land. If we use machineries, then it is reduce the times and reduce the drudgery of farmers and increase the productivity and reduce losses and improve quality of produce, enhance the effectiveness of in other input, add value to produce and reduce production cost and make farming cost effective. So these are the main objectives of the mechanizations, um, and it makes sure that the agricultural product is as a cheap as a less price. So this can be accomplished by the mechanizations. Move to next slide. The estimated contributions of farm mechanizations. Farm mechanizations savings lot of power, lot of energy in many ways. So it save in seed 15 to 20%, saving in fertilizer 15 to 20%, increasing cropping intensity 5 to 20%, saving in time 20 to 30%, reductions in manual labor 20 to 30%, overall increase in farm productivity 10 to 50%. So these are the major benefit of the farm mechanizations. So move to the next concept slide, that misconceptions. There are a lot of misconceptions is there that machineries, availability of machineries is reduce the demand of the farmers. So first misconceptions is that the mechanization in agriculture means tractorizations, and it another misconception is substitute labor, hence not desirables. So these are all misconceptions in agriculture. Move to next slide. The power here, graphically we try to presenting that farm power available and average yield of food gain in India. That brown color lines is actually represent the productivity ton per hectare, and the green line is blue line representing the power availability kilowatt per hectare. So we can see that with the times from 1975 to 76, it was very less the power availability per hectare, or in the form of kilowatt per hectare. So it was around 36. Now with the time it is increasing, and at the recent survey 2012 to 2013, it is come around 1.84. So it is also increased the productivity ton per hectare from 9.4 to 2.6. So these are the actual benefit of the farm mechanizations. The power sources in farms. There are many power sources there in farms. These are categorized as per the animate power, which is come under the human power and animal power, and mechanical power and electrical power and other sources. So this is our main power sources in farms. If we come to the sources of farm power available in agriculture, farm power kilowatt per hectare from year to year, how it is varies, how contributions of the farm power from different class of the farm power. So from 1971 to 72, here representing a status that agriculture workers contribute how much the power, and the trapped animals, tractor, power tillers, diesel engines, and electric motors, and total power per kilowatt around 0.290. Similarly, other years here presenting that the status of the farm power and its contributors. Here the farm power sources in India, that from year 1960 to 61, the number of the farm sources in million. So agriculture worker sources and trapped animals, tractors, power tiller, diesels engine, and electric motors. So here are presenting. So overall CAGR of around this specific component are around 1.13 minus 1.79, 8.49, and 10.34, 9.95 and 2. So these are the about the power sources in India. Now we come to the trend of power availability from different sources. So this is presenting actually electric motors, diesels, engine, at power tiller, tractor, trap animal, agriculture workers. So it is one that the vertical sections is presenting the percentage, and the horizontal sections in presenting the year. So trend of the power available in different from different sources, it is presenting in this graphical presentation. So farm power source in India is around the share of the power sources in agriculture from 2009 to 10, and the electric motor 25.13%, tractor 41.67%, and power tiller 1.04%, diesel engine 18.5%, and draft animal and agriculture worker 13.67%. So these are the power sources in India, percentage wise. So move to the next slide, the power input in agriculture by different countries. So if you see that the status of India is around 1.68 kilowatt per hectare. China is higher than us, that around 4.90 kilowatt per hectare. Thailand 4.40 kilowatt per hectare. Korea 3.13 kilowatt per hectare. Japan is 2.60 kilowatt per hectare. So we need work on this on farm mechanizations. Now level of farm mechanizations in terms of percentage, the operation tillage is around 40.2%, tractor around 15.6%, animal 24.7%, and showing with the drill and planter around for 28.9%. Out of this, 8.3% carried out by the tractor and animal 20.6%. So still animals are dominant in these operations, and irrigations around 37% is at the thresher, wheat and paddy and others around 47.8%, and for paddy and others 4.4%. So for harvesting repairs it is around 0.56 and combined around 0.37%, and plant protections around 34.2%. So this is the status of the level of mechanizations. Now we come to the sales of tractor and the power tiller in India. The tractor is around from 2004 to 5. It is the vertical sections is presenting in lack of the tractor, and the horizontal section is presenting the year. So it is gradually increasing day by, and finally 2011 to 12 it is around 6 lakhs tractor has been sold. And the power for power tillers it is also same, it is also gradually increasing, and from 2011 to 12 it is come around 60,000. So this is the category wise, the status of the category wise, the tractors and the different company manufacturers are contribute for producing the tractor. So less than 20 SP VST generally produce, and here presenting all status, different type of companies, that is Force Motor, Escort, SMT, Mahindra, Tuffy, Sonalika. So this is about that. This company are produce this range of the tractors. So it was less than 20, classified into less than 20 SP, and it is around 21 to 20 SP, 31 to 40 SP, 41 to 50 SP, more than 51 SP, and all manufacturers. So these are the status of manufacturing of tractor on the basis of different SP. Now move to the next slide. The tractor companies and their market share. So Mahindra and Mahindra are for tractor sales is around take the share of 25% of total, and the market share in tractor 44%. It is very high than other companies. The Tuffy also here representing, and the international tractor Escort, New Holland, and the John Deere's and others type of tractor it is presenting, and which is around 23%, 11%, 14%, 5%, 4%, and 7% respectively. So constraints of mechanizations and the small land holding size, non-availability of assured irrigations, and the low crop intensity, and poor economic conditions, non-availability of machineries and equipment, lack of repairs and maintenance and facilities, low use of large machines and power sources, and lack of proper knowledge of the farmers on farm machinery and mechanization displays the labor. So these are the constraints. So if we come to the landholding patterns of India, is the marginal that farmers associated with less than 1 hectare, small farmer 1 to 2 hectares, semi medium 2 to 4 hectare, medium 4 to 10 hectare, and large more than 10 hectare, and all sizes are presenting number of the area operation holding by type of holding. So it is found that from 1981 to 2001 that it is around 88.883. So this is in thousands. So in 2000 to 2001 and around it is 1,59,903. So this is about the status of land holding pattern. So this the percentage of the share of operation holdings that marginal farmers are very large, 67%, and after the small semi mediums and mediums and large farmers are presenting here. So why mechanization is need? Increase the productivity to meet the demand, increase the crop intensity and shortage of labor to make agriculture more profitable, to reduce the drudgery in agriculture. So these are the main objectives of the farm mechanizations. So thank you everyone for listening me in this lecture. Thank you.